When it comes to rail network safety, there are three key segments who are more likely to be at risk, and so are important audiences for rail safety messaging. These are the direction seekers, the think laters, and the impetuous rule breakers. They are likely to be under 45, a mix of male and female, and more likely to live in urban areas. So, let's first look at impetuous rule breakers. This segment is most likely to take risks and demonstrate illegal behaviours. They are impatient and reject responsibility, and may underestimate the level of risk or believe it's worth it. People in this group are more likely to have gone onto a railway line to retrieve something lost, walked across the tracks, or crossed a level crossing when the lights are flashing. Let's take a look at Tom. He's a typical impetuous rule breaker. He's aged 25 to 34 and works in the Northwest as a sales executive. He's comfortable taking calculated risks, such as taking a shortcut along the tracks, and is confident there's a low risk of danger. He admits to taking risks to impress his friends or feel like part of a group, and might even get a buzz out of it. Then we have the think laters. This segment is spontaneous and don't like following rules. They're the second most likely group to engage in risky or illegal behaviour and are relatively comfortable taking calculated risks. While less predisposed to high-risk behaviours than impetuous rule breakers, a relatively large number have taken risks such as running on escalators or drunk alcohol when using public transport, and stopping the train doors from closing. Introducing Arjun, a 28-year-old think later business analyst living in the southeast. He is time poor and comfortable taking what he sees as calculated risks, if it's quicker for him. While he's confident in his knowledge of rail safety, this is sometimes misplaced, and he may underestimate the risks. For example, he believes that taking a shortcut across the tracks could be worth it in some circumstances. Our third and final segment is the direction seekers. These are the most risk-averse of the three segments. However, they're less knowledgeable about rail safety, underestimate the risks of some behaviours, and can be swayed by others. This means they may be predisposed towards some risky behaviours. While less likely than other groups to have carried out risky or illegal behaviour, over half have run on an escalator or drunk alcohol when using public transport. Meet Paul. He's aged between 35 and 44 and is a typical direction seeker. He works in local government and lives with his family in the southeast. He doesn't plan on taking risks, but thinks it's okay to apply common sense and vigilance if accessing or crossing the tracks. He thinks he understands the risks, but has limited knowledge in some areas, and admits that if he was with a group who were breaking the rules, he'd probably follow their lead. When thinking about how to communicate with risk takers, there are similarities across the segments, although a few key differences, particularly for the impetuous rule breakers. Official sources, such as the police and official health and safety notices, are important sources of influence across the segments. However, those in the impetuous rule breakers group are the most heavily swayed by social media stories and public opinion in general. Those who'd consider taking a risk are most likely to reconsider if they know it might result in financial penalties or legal action, or if station staff or police are present. Impetuous rule breakers are more likely to be discouraged from taking risks by an effective campaign, as well as prominent warning signs and CCTV cameras. Encouragingly, a high proportion of risk takers claim they're receptive to messages about rail safety, particularly where they communicate a risk to life, risk of severe injuries, or the impact on railway staff. Impetuous rule breakers are open to a wider range of messages, perhaps reflecting their greater propensity towards some of the behaviours that these messages call out.